This is David Romtvedt. I'm going to read two poems of mine that appeared in Pilgrimage magazine. That was their volume 41, issue 2. It is the issue devoted to the concept of unity. This is the magazine. If you're interested, it'd be great for you to see it. And I want to read these poems as they appeared in the magazine and then as they now appear. They're part of a manuscript I'm working on called No Way, an American Tao, and they have been revised, one slightly and another a lot. So here are the two poems. The first is called At the Creek, as it was in Pilgrimage magazine. I go to the creek with my daughter. We squat at the water's edge and look around. Some pebbles, a few sticks, a cottonwood leaf. With these we make a tiny world in which nothing moves. Would that be heaven then, where all things come to rest? It's as if I stand once again by my desk on the first day of school, and the teacher calls my name, and I say, here. She looks at me and smiles, and I smile at her, and in that moment, we are present. I actually read that incorrectly from the text, and that's another important part of these poems, that they actually have a living life that's spoken. So I read, she looks up at me, something like that. What actually is written is, she looks up and smiles at me, and I smile at her, and in that moment, we are present. So that's how it really appeared in the magazine. And then the other poem that was in this issue of Pilgrimage was called Gambling when it appeared. Excuse me, this is it. Gambling. When you stand above people, there's the risk of falling. And when you do, it's impossible to say how badly you'll be hurt. When you die, chances are someone will move into your apartment. They'll put your furniture on the curb, and strangers will haul it away. Chances are, risk, impossible to say. These are words from the mouths of gamblers. And if you gamble, you must be prepared to lose. It takes a certain carelessness, a cavalier, devil-may-care spirit to rake the chips from the table, to walk past the cage without collecting your cash. So that's the, again, original poem, or as it was at the time it appeared in Pilgrimage. Here's the revision of that, as it now appears in the manuscript. The poem is not called Gambling anymore. It's called The Master and the Waitress. I sat for a full day at the weekend Zen retreat. I got up for a drink of water and to go to the bathroom. Then back on my cushion. Made me want to scream. The master passed, nodded, smiled, and said, not great, but not bad. You want to keep trying, right? I guess. But that smile. Things were simpler in the old days. The master whacked you with a stick. A student picked up the master at the airport. On the way home, they stopped for lunch. Wyoming, nothing on the menu for the awakened. What do you boys have? The waitress asked, wiping her hands on her apron. The student ordered a small green salad, hold the dressing. The master asked for a double cheeseburger, onion rings, and a Coke. When the waitress set the food on the table, the master said, excuse me, and switched the plates. Then added, a side of blue cheese, please. Sure thing, the waitress said, and apologized for the mix-up. So that's pretty different than Gambling as it appeared in the magazine. The second poem, which was the first one I read, At the Creek, hasn't been changed as dramatically, but I think the change has meaning. So here that is, At the Creek. I go to the creek with my daughter. We squat at the water's edge and look around, some pebbles, a few sticks, a cottonwood leaf. With these we make a tiny world in which nothing moves. Would that be heaven then, where all things come to rest? It's as if I stand once again by my desk on the first day of school, and the teacher calls my name, and I say, here. She looks up and smiles at me, and I at her. Here, I say again, here. That's it. Thank you all very much. Thanks for supporting Pilgrimage Magazine and American Poetry.